and welcome back to Wasteland Games. Yeah, I just wanted to share two new trucks for you guys here. These are based on, I guess, the Rutherford team. I actually built these several months ago, and I've had a project sort of backlog. I've been meaning to get to these and just to kind of finish painting them off, and I think they turned out pretty well. I do apologize. I didn't do a full sort of recording on every detail that I've done to this and or to both of these models. So I'll be happy to just kind of show you from where I started, and then I can kind of explain a few details along the way. But yeah, I mean, basically these were two different types of trucks that I had in my collection, and I had torn them apart when I first started actually building Gaslands cars in the first place. I don't know. I actually went out and I bought some German guns, and just started to attach them to these vehicles. And I had some Flames of War bits that in my bits box, and as you can see, I added some of those details to these cars. So this is what I started with. Basically, what I had done originally was I primered them black, and then I had this like brown metallic paint that I coated over top as well. So they were actually kind of little bit shiny in some senses. And then I dry brushed them. Well, this one in particular a little bit more than the other one, but I dry brushed them with just like a regular kind of like a dark silver paint, and kind of brought out some of the details in the grill and on the gun itself. So. But yeah, they just basically sat on my shelf like this for a few, well, a few months now. So I decided to paint camo. So the extent of this video is pretty much like how to paint camo. I've never done it before, so this is sort of actually, the first time I'm attempting to do it. So if you like, you can actually just listen to, some of the track here will have some of the birds chirping in my backyard while I'm doing this. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, it's trying to speed it up just to show you what I had done. But I started with a base coat of tan, like a tan color, and then I had to layer it a little bit as well because of the cars. The trucks were so dark. There was a little bit of I guess it was a little bit transparent when I first put it on. So it took a little bit of layering just to get the right consistency. Yeah, so here I'm just starting to add the green color to each of the trucks, and just not repeating any kind of a pattern. It's just really random and overlapping as well. I thought sometimes I thought that the green going over top of the beige or the tan color, sorry, actually looked kind of interesting. It almost gave it another green color, so I kind of went with it, and I just left it the way it was going. So I use a couple of shades of brown on this as well. I had more of a darker brown that you can see in the background, and then I ended up using this more of a red oxide color. It's actually one of my rust colors that I've been using. I thought it was kind of a good transition, or I don't know, or sorry, a contrast color to the brown and the green. So I decided to try it out and just to see what it would look like overall, and I mean, again, I hadn't actually tried this before, so experimentation was always the fun of the game, right? Okay, so just in case you were wondering what guns I use for these vehicles, this is the package that I bought. It's basically a Rebel German PAK 40 guns. You get two in the box and a full crew, and you get a lot of extra bits. So I use bits from that kit for both my helicopter and my Phantom project, and also these trucks as well. So I got quite a bit of use out of it. Just to kind of walk through the detailing I did afterwards, and I do apologize that I didn't continue on with recording everything, but I went ahead and I just kind of I added some black details, and then I went with more of the gunmetal colors as well, and just kind of fixed just some of the little mistakes I did along the way. And yeah, I mean, I pretty much finished it all off, honestly, with just a coat of makeup. I used the makeup that I've been using as shades just to kind of really darken it down a little bit, like to tone it down from, I thought it was really, really bright. And I also use markers on the headlights, the front and the rear tail lights as well. Marker on the door handles, and just kind of makes things a lot faster when I do that. And I was trying to do an experimentation with the windshield here because I had originally painted it all in and didn't make it armored or anything like that. So that was actually a bit of an experiment, and it kind of turned out pretty neat. So I should have recorded how I did that. I'll probably try it again. I want to actually come up with a good way of doing windshields like that, and it was pretty neat. So it's sort of like the lights on the inside of the truck. But yeah, hopefully you guys like the build, and thanks for stopping by.